Okay folks, it's Panda again from Panda Outdoors and 4x4s. Okay, so this is just a quick video on why I've got into prepping, and I'm documenting it a little bit more lately. So I've always had a keen interest in it, it's always fascinated me, but over the last few years now, um, certain incidents, certain things have happened where I've been lucky, not really prepared. So first one, as you remember, the big L200, the silver one, we blew the egg gasket in that in like the sticks in Wales. We were lucky that we had off-roading gear with us, food, brew kit, things to keep warm, so we could have stayed there overnight if we had to. But if we didn't have that in the car, it would have been a lot worse, a hell of a lot more of a sticky situation. So again, that was more luck than anything, so it made me think, well, I should keep a kit in all my vehicles for emergencies. So I've started preparing all the vehicles with certain kits and certain items just to make sure we're okay. So again, there will be videos on all the vehicles and all the kits that we keep in them, coming forward through my prepping in the UK playlist. The next one was, again, L200 got fixed. Um, Something went wrong. I think that the internals at the bottom of the engine were knackered because it popped the egg gasket straight away, with back pressure. So again, we broke down. Again, lucky we were out with one of our with Greg from Northwest 4 before. He had a tow rope, stuck a tow rope on. He towed us off to D-side services in North Wales. Again, we were happy to stay there for the simple reason is food, water, toilet facilities. We could sit inside if it was cold because we couldn't have the heaters on. So again, we were lucky there. That was the be all and end all. We were just lucky. So then another thing happened. Christmas morning 2020, we woke up, getting ready, all the presents in the bag to go and deliver them to family, and then bang, Lecky went. We had no electricity at all in the house, and my mum shouted because she was downstairs. The trip switch wouldn't stay on, so first thought was, well, something's tripping it. Went round, turned everything off, televisions, all the sockets off, all the light switches off, and it was still doing it. So made a few phone calls, but being Christmas Day, couldn't really get anyone out. So made a few phone calls to a friend of mine, and he said, I think your main trip switch at RCD, the internals have collapsed or stopped working, whatever it is. He said it was. I'm not an electrician, but on our fuse board, there's another switch for one part of the house, and then the main switch coming in that powers both sides of the house. So what I had to do was basically, I'm not telling anybody to do this. This is a disclaimer on my behalf. Do not mess with electrics if you don't know what you're doing. So what I had to do was I had to rewire everything onto the other side. So it was a choice of our cooker is electric, so I had to choose heating or the cooker. So we done without the cooker. That wasn't a problem with me being into camping and stuff like that. Just went over the garage, got the oven, the camp oven that we've got. So I've got in my camping gear, we have an oven, toaster, 2-ring hob, so we could cook Christmas dinner, and then a few of the other burners to cook the rest of the stuff. So that was fine. But at least we had the heating because it was cold, it was Christmas, it was winter. So again, I was lucky in the fact that I had somebody I could call to talk me through that situation. So now it's got me a little bit more thinking as well. I'm growing up. Got to grow up sometime, like Peter Pan. Getting a bit older now. I'm starting a family. Got twins on the way. We are looking for our own house. So again, it just makes me want to be a bit more prepared. Luckily, we have got a good family behind us, both of us, me and the missus. But what I want to do is make sure there's 3 months worth of food in the house. There's backup energy. There's backup water, stuff like that. That's what I want to implement. So, like, I've started on a few kits for emergencies and stuff like that. So, yeah, I am into the bugging out and stuff like that. You see that I have a bug out vehicle, but that goes hand in hand with my bushcraft. So that gets me to the woods and stuff like that. So again, I just want to be a bit more prepared on a day-to-day scale. So making sure the house is got everything it needs, family has everything it needs, and there is a backup in place if we do, for whatever reason, have to leave the house. And again, if you're out on a day out, you're out shopping, whatever, the cars have got enough stuff in them for an emergency. Again, the furthest we go normally is North Wales, maybe the Lake District, so 2 hours away. So it's not the end of the world. It's not like in America where we're 4 or 5 hours away somewhere. And we both work not even 5 minute walk from home. But the furthest we go on a daily basis is maybe Liverpool city centre, which is 25-minute drive. So on the maps, it's a 2 hour walk, which can be done with minimal supplies. So that's just a little reason on why I've started getting into prepping. As I say, always had a keen interest for it. Always kept numerous torches in case the lights go out. Always had camping stoves, screws in my gas. If the gas went or the lecky went with it. So again, I'm gonna, on the videos coming up on prepping in the UK, I'm just gonna show you the certain things that I'm gonna implement in my kits I've done, and situations that you could get yourself in, and ways to get out of them. In my opinion, I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm definitely not saying I'm wrong, but this is how I'd do it, and this is how I'd set my kits up. Again, please feel free to comment on any of these videos with advice. As I say, new to setting up kits and prepping, so please feel free to comment with any constructive criticism or things that you'd add to your kit. Again, in America, kits are a lot different. They have a lot harsher weather conditions. They have a lot further to travel. Somewhere places where they live. I'm not saying maybe Scotland's probably similar to America because they have like vast countryside and stuff like that, and they could be out on roads where you're driving for hours where you don't see no one. But where I live in Liverpool, I'm gonna set my kits to what I think would work for there. Okay, so that was just a little insight on why I've become, why I'm going to document me being a prepper and bring you along for the ride, because I think the day and age we're in, the coronavirus, the loads of stuff's happened in the last 3 years. We've had the coronavirus, we've had all the riots in London and stuff like that. So again, I think people should be just a little bit more prepared for situations that could occur. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of a serious one. Normally it's me, Andy and Brandy just taking the piss out of each other, but this one's just a little bit of a video on becoming, getting more into prepping and being a little bit more prepared for day-to-day situations. And I will bring you along for the kits I'm going to make, showing you around the vehicles and how we store the kits in vehicles. Again, I'm going to show you how to change a tyre on a vehicle as well, which I think not enough people know. A lot of people have a driving license and think you just put fuel in and go, but I'm going to show you a little brief look on checking your oil, checking your water levels, and how to change your wheel with the jack in the car, the wheel brace that comes with the car, or a wheel brace that you can buy, because the car we got didn't have one, so I had to go and buy an aftermarket one, shall we say. But it's a lot better, and I suggest you buy one of them ones. So again, I'm going to bring you along, show you how to do that in this Prepper UK playlist. Okay, so I've been Panda. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the up and coming playlist that we're going to bring out. There is a few videos already in the playlist, as you can see on my EDC. Please give them a watch. And if you've got any questions about my EDC, drop a comment in them videos as well. Thanks for watching. I've been Panda, and I'll see you outdoors sometime. Take care now.